Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I'm 45 years old. I'm single, widowed mom of two. My kids are 12 and 15. I do well financially. I get Social Security. I put all my money away that I can for HSA and retirement and everything. So I'm doing well. My only debt is my mortgage, and I should pay that off in the next 10 months. I have $15,000 left on it. I have a 3% interest rate on it. So I'm doing well. So my question is, back at the start of COVID, some friends told me I should invest money in the stock market because it had dropped, and they kind of helped me through it. I opened an account. I had some of my husband's life insurance money I put into it. It was about $270,000. And over the last 5 years, I've done a little investing, not a ton, but some. And now I am at 1.1 million. So I've done really well.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah. So I don't know, this year when I hit the million mark, I kind of got nervous about it. And I don't know if I should just keep going, if I should start to sell, because I have over 500,000 in unrealized gains that, could go. So I don't know kind of what I should do with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, well, what we teach and what I have done personally is I invest in good growth stock mutual funds. I don't buy and sell single stocks. Mm-hmm. And the reason I don't is the data tells us that over time, what you've pulled off, congratulations, is not sustainable. Mm-hmm. The research tells us that that's, for instance, you're not doing this, but people who are day trading, they're buying and selling all during the day, 97% of them lose money within a year.
Okay. So
that's an example. Okay. That's people that think they can beat the system. Now, you have not been day trading, but you have been trading. Correct?
A little bit. And
yeah. So where did these gains come from? Explain it to me.
Hey, sorry for the interruption. This is important. No one likes to think about dying, but one day your family will have to deal with everything you leave behind. So the question is, will it be easy or a total nightmare? That's where Knockbox comes in. Knockbox is a kit with 15 categories and clear instructions that give your family an organized plan, so they're not sifting through old paperwork and guessing passwords and dealing with lawyers. So leave your family memories instead of a mess. Grab your Knockbox kit today at knockbox.com/Ramsey for the best discount available. That's knockbox.com/Ramsey.
So where did these gains come from? Explain it to me.
So I have 20 stocks, and probably most of that is within like 4 stocks that I've done really well on. And one of them is Palantir that I bought more recently, and that's a good portion of it. So it's kind of in 4 stocks. The rest are, between 3 and 10,000 gains, which I'm not too worried about. I'm sure they'll continue to go up.
But the majority of the money you made was from the 4 stocks, not the 20.
Yeah, well, she invested in 20, and 4 of them hit. Yeah, and the other 16 have done okay, but they're not the.
I mean, they've done good.
Yeah, they're not the hockey stick though, up and to the right. The rest of this is, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So here's the thing. 20 stocks is not a well-diversified portfolio, and 4 sure as the devil isn't. And diversification equals lowered risk. Diversification means to spread around. And your risk is, you're the Karate Kid. You're standing on 1 foot hoping you can kick. You follow me? Instead of firmly planted on 2 with a solid base. And so, you've done well. I'm not besmirching that, but I'm not going to recommend that you keep doing that or that anybody do that. I'm glad for you. I'm happy that you've made it. But again, the data tells me that most likely you're not going to continue this trend. And so it would scare me if I woke up and half of my fortune was in 4 stocks. Because as those 4 companies go, so goes my fortune. And I want to be spread out more than that. So a typical growth stock mutual fund has 90 to 200 stocks in it. And if you're in 4 different categories of growth stock mutual funds, growth and income, aggressive growth, and international, that puts you in somewhere between 400 and 1,000 different companies. And so
Okay.
it's spread out. And so one or two companies going up or down does not change your life. It's the movement of the whole market that changes your life when you're invested with a well-diversified portfolio. Instead, you wake up every morning thinking about these companies more than they do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. I mean, it would stress me. And so, you called to ask. So what would I do? I would say, thank you, God, that this happened. I've got this money, and I'm going to make it safe now so it doesn't slip away from me. And so it's akin to I hit on the roulette wheel, and I'm up $200, so I'm walking away from the table, and I'm leaving the casino while I'm up.
And you'll likely
pay all
have
those
maybe,
taxes.
I don't know, 70 or 80 grand in taxes you'll pay, which out of 1.1, big whoop.
Yeah. So I would sit down with a SmartVestor Pro, go to RamseySolutions.com, pick some good mutual funds, and move this to a well-diversified portfolio. And if it's making 10% average, it'll double every 7 years. So 7 years from now, you'll have $2 million. 14 years from now, you'll have $4 million. 21 years from now, you'll have $8 million. Just as steady as a rock. Just as so predictable, it's sickening. And instead of you're at the fair and you're on the roller coaster, and then you got off and ran straight onto the tilt-a-whirl, and you're going to throw up.
I would not recommend that.
I'm happy that you made some money. I'm a wee bit surprised that you made some money, but I'm happy you did. And just like if somebody says, I went to Vegas and I made $1 million, I put $275 on the roulette wheel and I made $1 million. I'm happy for you, but I don't recommend that as a methodology to become wealthy because you'll end up with nothing. And I was counseling in the early days. I was coaching a lady that had $900,000 in her company in her 401k, and she was 69 years old, and it was a big time name brand company that anybody would know if I mentioned it, household name, okay, and a big company, major stock, and they made some mistakes in some of their product launches, and their stock went down 38% in 2 quarters.
Whoa!
So
and she was invested in their stock.
100% of her 401k is in company stock.
Oh man!
She had one stock. So as that company goes, so goes her future. So her almost $1 million went down by almost $400,000 in 2 months or in 2 quarters. And she came to me, what do I do? And I'm like, I don't know what you do. We're not going to write it down and then write it down and then write it down, hope when it comes up, I'm going to cut my losses and get out of Dodge. And so instead of $1 million to work with, we had $600,000 to work with. And because she wasn't diversified. But it was a name brand, predictable, experienced, boring company. Shouldn't have done that. But it hadn't done that. It had gone up all these years. But then about the time she needs it, she hits retirement age, boom, this thing goes down the dadgum hole. And so that's the kind of thing you're facing. And diversification is a basic financial principle, the first thing they teach you in financial planning. The Bible says it, spread your portions to 7, yes to 8, for disaster may come upon the land. Spread it out. Money is like manure. Spread out, it grows things. Left in one pile, it stinks.
I like that. And the slower you grow it, the more likely you are to actually keep it and replicate that. Proverb says, wealth gained hastily will dwindle. Whoever gathers little by little will increase it. So unless you got a crystal ball or you're Nancy Pelosi, I would not be betting on any single stocks.
Whoa.
Sorry, Nance. She's been doing very well for herself.
Dropped
Dave.
it in there. Well,
I wonder if Sarah's Michelle is friends with Nancy. Maybe that's who told her to get on these stocks years ago.
Somebody helped her pick some.
Somebody knew something.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't accuse Michelle of that. Michelle seems like she's a sweet lady. Just leave her alone, George. Don't be abusing the customers.
Leave Michelle alone.
Don't be abusing the customers, George.
Well, see, now everyone else goes, well, if I just pick the right stocks, I can be like Michelle. That's the scary
That's true. If you pick the right stocks, you'll be like Michelle.
If you go back in time,
that means
build
that
yourself a time
4
machine.
times out of 20, you hit. That's a pretty heavy failure rate. 4 times out of 20, you hit. Think about it. The statistic, if you got 4 out of 20 answers on a test right, you would get an F Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.